A Supreme Court ruling on a simple case of taxation on imported goods could end up changing the entire GST framework in India. In a significant order, the Apex Court ruled that the recommendations of the GST Council were not binding, leaving the route open for states to set their own individual GST rates and reassert their right to tax, which they gave up with GST.
Nearly 5 years after the goods and services tax was implemented, a Supreme Court ruling may have opened up a Pandora's box. An order by a bench, headed by Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, cut the premier body deciding on GST rates, the GST Council, to side with the ruling that its recommendations are not binding on states and only have a persuasive value. The bench said that both the centre and states have the authority to make taxes and that state legislatures have equal rights to legislate on GST as the Parliament. Supreme Court added that the GST Council does not always pass resolutions unanimously and that under a federal structure, both should work in a harmonious manner to achieve a solution. The GST Council comprises state finance ministers and is chaired by the Union Finance Minister. It is the apex body deciding on GST slabs and rates. The ruling could mean the end of the much-wanted one nation, one tax framework being pushed by the Modi government. GST had subsumed various centre, state and local taxes like the excise, VAT and octroi, making the movement of goods across the nation simpler and less bureaucratic. With the end of one tax regime, states can impose their own rates and slabs of GST on products and services. Rates, which have been uniform till now, will differ with each border crossing. This will also mark the return of long queues of trucks waiting to pay the differential tax at state borders. Not only will this complicate the calculation of GST share between the centre and the states, but also open the GST regime to a slew of litigation. It could also mean that alcohol and petroleum, which are not part of GST, may never be so. Meanwhile, the government has said that the Supreme Court's judgment is not in contradiction with GST law. As per the Revenue Secretary, the GST law clearly states that the GST Council only recommends and does not mandate.
As the Supreme Court says that the GST Council recommendations are not binding, the reactions to this significant verdict are on expected political lines. The opposition states are a happy bunch. Not only does this verdict give them significant financial clout, it also gives them significant political leverage to fight the upcoming assembly elections. In New Delhi with cameraman Ashwini Hillan, this is Anisha Mathur for Business Today.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.